I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. This stone actually matches the radius of the blade. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Now how am I going to hold that? I think I need to build a little fixture. Nothing fancy, but I think if I do this right, I'll be able to use the same setup for both blades. That's a pretty coarse stone. Didn't take long at all to knock that edge back. Diamantina. And this one has quite a variety of radiuses on it. And it's a K&K Diamantina, made in Germany. It was marked 50 cents, and I don't know what I paid for it because I bought this at a roadside flea market up by Lansing, and I don't remember what I paid for it. We'll say 50 cents because it's probably close. It's a lot finer than that other stone. Let's see how we do with it. Knock the burr off. Well, this little fixture idea seems to work pretty well. It does a couple of things for me. One, it holds it so I can use the diamantina, whatever it is. And it also makes it so that when I'm using this thing, that really sharp edge is back away from my fingers. Now, I still have to be careful because they are my fingers, and the blade doesn't know or care, and the stone doesn't know or care, and the fixture is my own design, so I can't blame anybody but me if I mess it up. And once again, I have to be careful because this is my favorite spot where I get cut. Yeah, I got a little burr on there, so I'm hitting the edge just where I want it to. The burr's gone. There we go. It looks like I've got an edge on it. Let's put it back in the shave body. Nope. There's a problem. The frame of the spoke shave was just made as cast. It was never flattened, so the blade doesn't have anything flat to sit on. I made up some finishing plates for little tight spots like this. What I did is I just took a piece of steel and glued a piece of sandpaper to it. This is silicon carbide, and I believe this is 500 grit. Yep. No, this is 100 grit. And I'm going to use that and rest it on the front and the back and use it to polish the leading edge of this tool so that it has a flatter spot for that spoke shave blade to rest against. Yep, I got a low spot in the center. That's probably why the blade cracked. It didn't have a support underneath it, and when you pulled it against the wood, it just put too much strain in that weak center section. So since I can't raise the center up, I have to lower the outer edges down. Not 100%. Just have to have it so that it contacts completely. Now I can see that this little screw is actually getting in the way right now. I'm going to move this over just a little bit, see if I can still catch a hold of it. Just not designed to do that. Okay, I got 90% of it with the fixture. I'll do this last little bit freehand. By letting the plate rub on this back edge and the front edge, I'm able to use those as a guide for the plate so that it's going to cut pretty much flat all the way across. Now, is it going to be perfect? Probably not. My steel plate is close to flat. I picked out the flattest one that I could for this job. But perfection is a goal. It's never achieved. But it's going to be a lot better than what it was. There we go. Now, while I've got this thing here, I might as well do both sides. Because if one side is crooked, I bet the same guy did the quality inspection on both sides. And I bet this was never really even designed or thought of as being a flat surface. Because they put Japanning on it, which is a real heavy paint. And that is never going to lay flat. So I imagine this is not a high-end tool. Doesn't mean it can't be a good one. This isn't a high-end tool either. This is just a piece of steel that I glued some sandpaper to. But with the proper use and careful consideration of the result, I can end up with a very effective piece of equipment. Okay, make do is a make do, but you got to be careful and understand the limits of what you're using. And I think I overreached the limits of this little fixture when I was pushing that hard. I got a pretty good dip right there, but I got more than 80% effective contact on that. So I think I have achieved a good support for those blades. They're going to be a lot happier. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments below. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching.